Hi, I'm Paris, and last summer I did a 6-part video series trying out a new product called Control GX, a gray reducing shampoo. You just shampoo with it daily, and in about a month's time your hair will return to the luxurious darkened tones it used to have. Well, that was the issue for some people. Their original tones weren't that dark. They had light brown hair, perhaps blonde hair. They were going to end up with dark brown hair with the gray mixed in the way that Just for Men products work. Well, Just for Men has come out with a new version of Control GX for lighter shades. And on my video reviews from last year trying out the original product, I've had requests to try out this new product and see if it works the same way, see exactly what color a month of using it will leave my hair. So by request, I'll be spending part of this summer as a blonde. EpicReviewGuys. I suspect I'm destined to become a dirty blonde. Plus my hair color will probably be a combination of blonde and brown. This Control GX tube goes for about $7 to $8. I found it at my local supermarket. This is not a shampoo and conditioner, unlike the original Control GX product. There are no gloves included. And for the most part, you probably won't need gloves using this, though I did get some fingernail staining with the original product. You may be able to find Control GX for lighter shades in your supermarket, or you can find out more about it at the link down below this video. It's a 5-ounce tube. I found that with the amount of hair that I have, this will last me between a month and 6 weeks of daily shampooings. Also in the box, the instructions, which if they're similar to the original, half of it is warnings and that you need to do a spot test to make sure you aren't going to have an allergic reaction. And that looks about right. The yellow side is the warnings and how to conduct the test to make sure you won't have the reaction to it. And the rest is what to expect when you use it. I'll read through the instructions and the warnings again to see if there's any new information since the product came out a year ago. Then I will do the spot test, and assuming that goes okay, next stop is in the shower and starting my journey towards a blonde summer. Okay, I passed the test, so here's what my hair looks like starting out before applying it for the first time on day 1. Here it is applied to my hair. You shouldn't see any color in this. It's just like shampoo foam. I have to leave it on for at least a minute and then rinse it off. And here's how it looks after the first shampooing and rinsing. You probably don't see any color change, but that's the whole thing with Just for Men. It changes incrementally so that over a long enough period, people who see you daily don't even notice that your hair color is changing. What you also don't see is staining on my skin or my ears or my hands. When I've tried the more long-term products, they turn my face purple and scalp purple in spots. Another thing, the floor of the shower, when I rinse it out with the previous product for darker hair, it was a deep purple color. This is more of a reddish pink color, so there's definitely something different with the pigmentation. Well, am I having more fun yet? Here's what the hair looks like dry. One thing I noticed is using this shampoo only without the conditioner, my hair does feel a little more unruly and less conditioned. Otherwise, the experience of using it is pretty much the same as with the original product last year. I'm not going to go into as much detail here. So if you'd like to see more close-ups and in-depth looks at different aspects of it, I'd recommend my 6-part series from last year, and I'll link to that down below this video. I did want to mention that after one use, I don't have staining on the nails, my hands, my skin, the towel that I used to dry my hair, which is pretty much what I expected from the product last year. It's pretty good about not staining. Now, I did have an issue with the fingernails picking up a little bit of color over several weeks of use. See what happens. I don't know, what's it like to have blonde fingernails? So far so good, and all those other considerations with the new Control GX for lighter shades. The big one remaining though is what color will my hair end up? I'll be back in a week and we'll see what 7 shampooings can do. Alright, it's been a week since I started using Control GX for blonde to medium brown hair. It's been going pretty well. This is a non-shampoo related injury. Now, since it's been 7 days, I asked my family after shampooing today, you notice anything different about my hair? They don't know that I'm trying this out. And the answer I got from them is that my hair looks whiter. Not the look I was going for. Let's see what you think. I do think it looks a little bit darker, at least on the sides, but one side looks darker than the other. Can't explain that. And here's a view of the back. So what do you think after 1 week? I'll put a poll up in the corner if you'd vote on what kind of changes you're seeing in my hair. The original that I used had a conditioner. This one, every day when I get out of the shower and have finished drying, the hair is pointing all around. The conditioner, I guess, has the effect of sort of weighing it down and smoothing it out, and I liked having that built in so I don't have to use a separate conditioner. As for the color going places that it shouldn't, here are my fingernails. I'm not noticing much in the way of staining. My pillowcase, after a week of sleeping on it, no stains at all on here. And as I mentioned last week, no stains at all on the towel from drying my hair. So other than the lack of a conditioner in the product, which leaves my hair a little less manageable, it's working fine. The only thing is, exactly what color am I headed towards having? Another week's worth of daily shampooing will probably have a better idea. Well, it's been 2 weeks. I've been shampooing daily with Control GX for lighter shades. And I've got some shades in my hair. Starting about 3-4 days ago, I could actually see some blonde. My hair definitely has a lot more color to it. Some of it's blonde, I think where the hair was close to white, and where I had some darker tones still left in my hair, I've got some medium to light brown now showing. The hair on the back of my head was darker to start with. Let's see what it looks like now. So this is what my hair looks like after just 2 weeks of using this, and it's supposed to reach maximum color saturation at about a month. So I've got quite a bit more to go. Wonder what shade it will look like 2 weeks from now. That'll be in my follow-up video. I'll continue using this for 2 more weeks. So in the next video, I'll show you what it looks like at 1 month. Then I'll go on to maintenance mode using the shampoo just every other day. However, if this is the shade that you're looking for, then you may want to use this every day for a couple weeks. Then switch to every other day, every third day, and see what you can do to maintain exactly this shade of color. I did ask my family what they thought of this color, and they said, well, we never really pictured you as a blonde. After another couple weeks, my nails, I feel like they've picked up a little bit of discoloration, but it's not really noticeable like it was with the darker version of Control GX. If you'd like to get in on the experiment, and even if your hair color wasn't originally blonde, I had dark brown hair when I was younger. If you've got whitish gray hair now, you may get some blonde highlights and you can see whether life really is more fun. $8 for less gray and more blonde. You can find out about this version of Control GX down below this video. I'll be back in probably about a month or so with my follow-up video. See you then, and you can see how blonde I've become.
Epic